Hello and welcome, my friend, to a very special video. And it's by request. You may have seen in the chat last week that someone who watched the previous video thought it was great. And I reached out and said, great, thanks for that. Thanks for taking the time. Is there something you would like to see more of? And they suggested and asked maybe something on controlling fear of social situations, public speaking, etc. Now, if I was like many other coaches in the world right now, I'd be saying something like, you need to control it by facing social fears incrementally, starting with less stressful experiences and working your way up to really challenging ones. Or you need to replace fearful thoughts like, I'll mess up, or what if they don't like me, with empowering affirmations like, I can do this and you've got this. And this will help boost your confidence. Another one might be you need to consciously take deep abdominal breaths, which can help calm nerves and reduce physiological symptoms of fear and stress. And by consistently exposing yourself to social situations while calming physiological and psychological triggers through proven techniques, with time, fears subside naturally. And that'd be it. That's all. Great video, really short. Hope it's helpful. Catch up next time. But that's not me, is it? I'm not serving you to the best of my ability. And it would be violating two of my core values, trust and simplicity. So here's what I know. Pay attention. Going back to this, by consistently exposing yourself to social situations while calming physiological and psychological triggers through proven techniques, with time, fears subside naturally. Okay, first thing is physiological. So you may know the physiological means study of the body. So if you're constantly exposing yourself to social situations, okay, while calming physiological triggers, well, the triggers are still there. Your body is still telling you, there's something wrong here. I don't like this. And psychological is the study of the spirit or the soul. And in modern terms, it's the study of the brain. So again, calming your psychology, well, the issue's still there. You're masking it. You're hiding it by trying to calm it because you haven't actually dealt with what's caused it. And proven techniques. Again, techniques are temporary, aren't they? You've got to remember the tech. You've got to think, okay, here we go, social situation, right? Okay, breathe. And what does that got? Oh yeah, okay, you're the best. You're the best. You can do this. That's a lot to remember, isn't it? When you're already stressed, when you're already fearful. So with time, fears subside naturally. It's a long time, in my experience. You'd be waiting for a while. So a bit of myth busting here. You cannot control fear. It's physically impossible. You cannot control it. Think back to all the times that you have tried to control it when you thought you were controlling it. How long did that last? What really happened? Again, it's this idea that you may have controlled it through breathing techniques or thinking about something else, or I don't know, whatever it might be. Pulling your finger and giving yourself something else to worry about, crushing your hand. It doesn't control it, does it? It just temporarily puts it to one side. Then it comes back again. Okay? So no one can control fear. So what I'd like to do is to serve you properly is reframe what you've put. Okay, maybe something on controlling fear of social situations, public speaking, etc. So my first question would be, and if obviously, unfortunately, it's me talking rather than it's an exchange, which is exactly how I would do this if we were in a coaching situation. If I was having a conversation with you, one of my questions would be, where do you think your fear of social situations, public speaking, etc., comes from? And you might say, when I was a kid, I had a bad experience at a new school. And I got bullied or something else. Or you might say, well, when I failed to deliver an important piece of work for a client, I got ostracized. I got made to feel I was on my own. Or when I was made to look like an idiot during a contract negotiation. Again, unfortunately, I don't know you enough to know which is right. These are just examples of top three examples, I guess, of what popped in my head, depending on how old you are and what your experience is. But I hope you get from this that when I'm asking that question, you'll give me a story. And the story is actually wrong. And to demonstrate that and to explain what's happening, check out my dodgy graphics. So what's currently happening is you're seeing a social situation, a public speaking, etc. event, or you're being asked to go to one, or whatever. And it's that classic one of seeing is believing. You see something and it then goes to your brain and bingo, fear, whoa, something, don't like this, I want to get away from this, I need to conquer this, I need to master this, I need to control it. Well, I've got some good news for you. One, it's not your fault that you're thinking that way. And two, it's completely and utterly wrong. Okay? That is not what happens. That's how we've been conditioned to believe that's what happens. It's what we've been told what happens. But actually, in reality, this is what happens. So you're scanning. Okay? So you are in a social situation or you've been asked to speak publicly. Okay? You scan. The message then gets sent to your brain. Oh, hang on a second, I've seen something here. And so what happens is your history, your movies, your thoughts, um, suddenly you attach a fear to that thought. So you see a social situation, public speaking, etc. Your brain says, here's a thought. This social situation, public speaking. What do I think of that? Ah, right, this is a negative one. I don't like this. And so the the emotion, the negative emotion of fear, is attached to that thought, which then sends that to your eyeballs, and your eyeballs go, believing is seeing. You believe you have the fear because of what you're seeing. Does that make sense? You've scanned a social situation, you're in a social situation, you've been asked to speak publicly. Immediately, your brain goes, hang on, this is a thought. There's a negative thought. What's a negative thought? It's emotion. Okay, it's fear. Okay, right. So you then immediately, everything you see with that, you fear and you believe that you have a fear of social situation, of public speaking, etc. But again, it is just a belief. So I then ask the next question. I want to get behind what's behind the fear of social situations, public speaking, etc. Okay, what's really at the heart of this? And this is going deep. Now you could say it's a fear of failure, or failure of success, or fear of being disliked, or 100 other reasons for the fear. Okay, but these have nothing to do with where you are now, what you are doing now, and how you react now, because they are just movies in your mind and you play them on demand, like your Netflix, like your Disney Plus. Sorry for the dodgy looking graphics. This is meant to be a camera, a movie camera, attached to an eyeball, and obviously that's what's happening in your brain. It's your it's your movies that you play in your mind. You keep them on tap, you keep them on standby, and when you come across a situation you don't like, bingo, your mind, your memory plays those on demand, and then again you believe what you see. Okay, that was the easiest way I could think to kind of demonstrate this. So movies are not real, are they? They're made up. And they're made up by your thought. So if you think a different thought, you have a different movie. A different movie might be a comedy about when you made a fool of yourself during public speaking. Done that loads of times. Maybe a romance about when you met your other half during a social situation, or an adventure about when you bumped into your future business partner. Can you see what I'm pointing to here? It's movies in your mind. And you can have the negative movies, or you can have the positive movies, and the movies are simply a different thought, a negative thought or a positive thought, and your thinking makes that happen. So I know this was fast, I know this was quick. I truly hope this has helped you. And by all means, for everybody, just play back the videos and pause it and think about it. And if there is anything there you're thinking, oh, I'm not getting this, please reach out. Either put a comment in the video, or my email address is in there, I think, somewhere in the bio, in the information. And likewise, if you are interested in exploring this further, for whatever reason, for whatever that you think that you're looking for help with, you can visit my website, thesimpleconversations.coach, or join my email list if you haven't already. Visit thesimpleconversations.coach free ebook, and that'll have some interesting help and support there for you as well. So that's everything. And watch out for another video coming shortly. Bye for now.